I have to show you these screenshots right here. This is Darren at the top of the backswing, top and bottom. Look at how much the improvements are here. And then on the downswing, look at where the club's traveling from where it started to where it is now, on the before and after. Now, I would say this added around 20 to 30 yards, not just to his irons you can see in this video here, but to every single golf club following this exact process, and I want to share it with you too. So let's firstly just look at where Darren ended up here at the top of the backswing. This is what we want to look for, and I'm going to really zoom in on this. We've got a little bit of cupping of the trail wrist, we've got a nice flat lead wrist, and what that does is it really allows him to control that club face. Going back to the screenshots we had right at the start, he didn't have control of the club face. He also had a very flat shoulder plane. Now looking at this video now, if the ball was here, look at where his shoulder plane is. A lot steeper. That's going to really help him maintain a great relationship to the golf ball. Now where Darren started, he started with flat shoulder plane, open face, and the best way to think about this is and what that does to you at impact and in terms of what you're probably seeing in terms of ball flight is glancing contact coming across that golf ball, creating a lot of left to right spin. His shots are actually traveling so low because they didn't have enough ball speed on them, and always with this left to right curve. The only way you'd hit a good shot is if they went bullet left, which we don't want either of them. So if you're hitting bullet left shots, thin shots, shots that don't travel very high and losing distance with slicey curves, this will really, really help you. That's how he added, like I said, between 20 and 30 yards. And again, this will actually encourage you to have a little more forward shaft lean. Let's get this underneath here, so grip that for me as well. Both hands on, perfect. So keep that in contact with the takeaway on the left-hand side. Perfect. So then we're going to set this club where it points down towards the ball, but look at where's the loft of our club.
Yeah.
It's completely opposite this, so
yeah.
really strong. Then from there, just turn and lift.
Yeah.
You're a tall guy. We need to use these levers.
Yeah.
Right? Now we got the club high. What can we do now? We can hit down.
Yeah.
Okay, now let the club drop back in front of your arms. Good. Perfect. So do that again for me. We're going to sort of break this down. I want us to really just focus just on backswing to begin with. We've got to really understand that if our club's not in the right position, relax. Then come back down for us slowly. Good. If our club's not in the right position in the backswing, the whole rest of the mechanism now is just a compensatory move, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, okay, face open, stay back, try and scoop it and release it. Yeah. So let's do this together one more rep, and then we're going to work through. Let's say this is going to be your drill you can do at home.
Yeah.
So we're going to go here, set,
yeah.
relax this body, just relax the body, just relax. This is the most important bit.
Yeah.
Look at the shaft.
Yeah.
Steeper.
Yeah.
Look at the hands, more cupping of the right, flatter in the left.
Yeah.
Where's the loft of our club?
Yeah. Closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just let the arm just lift a little more.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Okay. That drill you saw us work, break it down like this yourself. And I've actually got a little bit of a different hybrid here. You'll have seen this in the thumbnail, a little bit of a split grip. Okay. Now we're going to start off, I'm going to stand this way so you can see from both angles. I've got the alignment stick running up my left hand side and stood here with a split grip, just like this. Now to start this swing, I'm going to keep the alignment stick on my left hand side and let it run down halfway down my thigh. That's that starting point, just like this. I'll turn back this way now and bring the ball into play. So this is what we're looking for, the start of the swing here. Now look how much more under control that club face is. Look where my palm is and my right elbow. I then turn back, hands in the middle of the chest. This automatically gets me setting this right arm and folding correctly. And then we just turned a little bit more. Now look at where we are here. Steeper shoulder plane, not flat and open to where Darren started. And that's why he said it felt like this. So this is something that I reckon you could do at home. Treat it as some homework. You could do this 10 reps every single day, and then the feel and real aspect becomes less significant out on the golf course because you're nailing this. So watch. Down the thigh, set to the ball, up. Just keep working some reps like this and you'll have got the club into a brilliant position. That's the first place I want you to start with this to really dial in your game. So let's look what this drill is going to do to your swing. I'm doing two versions here. On the left is where I want you to get to. on the right is where Darren started. So have a look at this here. A few things I want to point out. The line stick staying in contact with my lead side. Look at the club face matching my spine angle. And this is a real key point I want you to get to right here. That's got our right palm on top, pressuring down. Now if I show you on the right hand side of the screen now, us opening the face, losing contact, look at the difference of the right palm here. If I get rid of all these lines and just zoom in on this right here, look at the difference. Right palm on top, right palm underneath, losing pressure of strike. Now moving these both to the top, this is where Darren was, flat and open face. You saw this at the start. Whereas now look at the top here, really organised, steeper shoulder plane. Using this split grip drill really helps understand how you control the club face, how you move the club on plane, which in terms of ball flight, if you're looking for improvements, looking for consistency, more pressure on the golf ball, and like I said at the start, less of that glancing hit. Now look at the downswing now, much more prepped into a better position, whereas he was working over and across. But my main point of showing you that was backswing. There's only one more piece to tell you about here. A little bit about what I said to Darren to take to the golf course, backswing wise, and then just this feeling of keeping that pressure that we've now obtained into that hit. And I'll just show you a little, I mean, it's nothing complicated. It was just like a little feeling, and that's what really added the extra yards in there. I would say the backswing added sort of 5, and then the other downswing added the extra bit, you know, to go into that bit there, an extra 20 in there, rather than glancing across. Okay, so standing here, I want you to think about this. The first move, I said to Darren, is you've got to feel that right palm is pointing down to the ground to start that swing. Look what that does to our club face, and as you saw in that analysis, that's the opposite there, isn't it? So right palm points to the ground, and he said it felt a little bit across the line, but look where I am. So downswing wise, just actually, well, to be fair, Darren then hit a few away, just slowly, just there, and feeling that pressure on, just little punches like that. That was such a good hit. And then you start to get some confidence in that, because you can't run before you walk. Now, the final piece of this puzzle, all I said to Darren is, feel right palm, start it out, and just do a few practice swings with your arm up here for me. Now, this is great, because I want you to say to him, thread your right hand under your left. Look at where I released it. Look at the difference in this. Rather than over and across, look at my left arm, it moves. Just that, practice a few shots like that for me, a few shots like that, a few shots like that, and as you get into the shot, all I said to him was replicate that feeling of releasing that club through impact. Just like you can see here on this slow-mo, this is me doing that shot right now. Completely the opposite to an over-the-top out-to-in move, more what we're looking for, to add those yards. That was Darren's lesson. Hopefully you can learn a lot from that and bring it into your golf game too.